I think it's about damn time that the Conservatives start getting some W's and they start doing something that's pretty outstanding. And as you can see by who's on screen, woo, Raquel Dancho puts the tough questions to the RCMP over this whole Beijing or Chinese election interference, depending how you want to go about it. What do you think, by the way, of Pierre Poilievre calling it Beijing? I understand he's trying to separate the actual problem from Chinese people, but like, is he running for Prime Minister of Ottawa or is he running for Prime Minister of Canada? Right? Like, it's the Chinese is the country. So why is the Communist Party only, I don't know, is it only in Beijing? How would he know that? Like, how would anybody know that? Right? It's a little odd to me, but whatever. I can get over it. But there's more important stuff, such as pressing play on this video. Before I do that, this would be a great time to like the video. But like, why would you? You haven't watched it. Maybe because I asked nicely. Here we go.
To the witnesses for being with us today regarding the specific allegations report in the Globe and Mail from CSIS documents that Beijing was responsible for illegal cash donations, tax receipts, and hiring campaign workers using illegal methods, as well as disinformation campaigns in the 2021 election.
Okay, well, I'm going into this blind just like you are. First time I see this video. She just said Beijing was caught donating money. So whether it's an organization from Beijing. So now it makes sense. It kind of makes a little sense why, not Trudeau. Oh, buddy. Why Pierre is saying Beijing Communist Party. All right, we got some clarity. Let's leave it to Raquel to clear things up a little more.
This information from CSIS would have been shared with our Five Eyes intelligence allies. Is that correct?
Madam Chair, as I mentioned earlier, I will not be in a position to comment specifically on these allegations, this information. What I can say, however, is that indeed CSIS and our intelligence partners do share information extensively with international partners. This foreign interference, amongst other threats, is one that is shared by many countries. The PRC specifically and other countries are engaging in foreign interference in other countries. And one of the advantage we have is having a number of countries in not only amongst the Five Eyes, but more broadly in Western Europe, in Asia, in the Middle East. We work very closely with these partners to share information. And that is one way we have to protect Canadians, is to benefit from the enriched picture here.
It was also, it was also reported that a Consul General of Beijing took credit for the defeat of a Conservative MP in the 2021 election. Is that correct?
Madam Chair, I would unfortunately have to reiterate my answer. I cannot specifically confirm some of the information that is in the public domain in this current setting.
This video is sponsored by Atlas VPN. Steal this great VPN deal right away with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't go wrong for only $1.83 per month. Atlas VPN is more than just a simple VPN. It gives you cheaper deals on flights, cheaper deals on hotel bookings, and more choices on Netflix. Not only is Atlas VPN saving you money, it's also giving you the freedom to watch what you want when you want to watch it. For the low price of $1.83 per month, don't miss out on this deal. Bill C-11 has passed in Canada, and you're going to need a workaround for government suppression. Atlas VPN is that solution. And the best part is that it's the same price as a cup of coffee. Sign up to Atlas VPN today for $1.83 per month to unlock total internet freedom. You won't regret it. Thank you so much, Atlas VPN, for sponsoring today's video. And don't worry, Trudeau's Emergency Act can't touch the VPN. Link is down in the description below.
This has been asked, but I'll ask again. Was the Prime Minister briefed of any of this information, and when would that have been? What would have been the dates?
Madam Chair, we will be, as I in answer to the previous question, we endeavored to be able to provide information to the working with PCO to this committee in terms of what has been briefed and who has been briefed, but I'm not in a position to specifically answer the question.
Thank you, Mr. Vignon. I appreciate your service to this country, but I am surprised. Of course, you were all aware that you were coming to this committee today, and I know you all take, I'm sure, very detailed notes in your calendar. So I'm surprised that information is not readily available to committee many members, as I'm sure you anticipated the questions of when the Prime Minister would or would not have been briefed by you or others in CSIS, but I would appreciate if you would provide that in short order to the committee. Thank you. To the RCMP, has CSIS shared any of this information regarding election interference with you?
Any sharing of information would have been done through the site committee, and then if it falls into the criminal space, the RCMP would investigate.
And you're not investigating?
We're not investigating any elements from the 2019 or the 2021 elections. We did not receive any actionable intelligence that would warrant us to initiate a criminal investigation.
So no charges have been laid to anyone concerning any election interference, is that correct?
No charges have been laid.
Then why are the Liberals returning $200,000 to Beijing? Nothing has been interfered, but here's your money back. Holy shit, man. This is bizarro world.
And no charges have been laid concerning the Beijing police stations illegally operating in Canada for the purpose of terrorizing Chinese Canadians. No charges have been laid in that regard either?
No, but the RCMP has taken overt action on 4 specific sites where we were present in uniform, marked vehicles to demonstrate to the community that we're taking this seriously, and we've had a positive impact on the actions that we've taken.
Now we're taking this seriously. We know that there's illegal Chinese police stations operating here, but we're not making any arrests. We're not making any moves, but we're showing up to show that we care because we stand with Canadians.
And that positive impact in particular, does that mean that the operations from those illegal Beijing police stations have ceased?
Our understanding is that they've ceased, and we're continuing our investigation of the ongoing. Anytime you have a representative from the embassy who's a law enforcement liaison officer comes up to us and not pleased with the actions we took, I think that's a sign that we did our job.
And I appreciate your work very much in that regard. Yesterday, I believe it was shared in committee from the Deputy of Minister of Public Safety that legislative changes would need to be made, or he implied that they would need to be made for charges to be laid. Is that correct? That legislative changes would need to be made for the RCMP to lay charges. Is that correct?
When we talk about legislative changes, the RCMP operates in a criminal environment, and this is the work that Michelle alluded to earlier, my colleague, with regards to the work we do with the service. The service is in the intel business, but as the intel starts building towards a criminal offense, that's when it's shifted to the RCMP. So we work with the existing legislation that we have under the criminal code.
Thank you. Would a change to the criminal code be needed to lay charges based on the evidence that you have concerning the police stations or election interference?
We always entertain new tools under the code.
Has the Minister of Public Safety or anybody from government, the Prime Minister's office, been briefed that legislative changes would need to be made for charges to be laid?
Not to my knowledge.
None of those briefings have happened?
I'm saying not to my knowledge.
Okay, so the RCMP has not informed the Prime Minister or any of his cabinet that legislative changes are needed for charges to be laid?
The RCMP will go through public safety for any change in legislation.
Will you be pursuing any of those briefs? Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone for your
Damn, man. What do you guys think? What do you think about this? I mean, Raquel's really good. She asks some phenomenal questions. I think that she is a great conservative member. I have always admired, and I very much listen when she talks. She knows how to captivate people. She knows how to word her questions. Her timing is always impeccable. Her enunciation of things, she doesn't stumble. She knows her stuff. She's been a very, very big advocate for gun laws in Canada and how it's unlawful what they're doing, what the Liberals have done. So love to know what you guys think about this. I mean, the whole Beijing interference, man, it's getting worse and worse by the day. It's getting worse and worse. It's not a distraction. It's real events. You know, this whole distraction thing, it's meant to distract. Look, guys, things can happen simultaneously. All right. When your right hand moves, when your left hand moves and your right hand follows, is it a distraction or are you just doing things simultaneously? Okay. So we can stay focused on multiple things at once. And I think that we need to add a decent amount of pressure, social pressure, especially on Twitter, and get these YouTube videos pumping so that people can see, so the conservative members, the liberal members, any members of parliament can see, holy crap, man, Canadians are on to us. That's how this is we're gonna blow the lid off this. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, right? What do you think about all this? And I'll see you in the next one.